Hello and welcome, my beautiful lions, my Leos. This is your general tarot and oracle card forecast for the week of August the 26th to September the 1st. Let's just jump right in and see what we have. You've got claim your success. So this is going to be a week possibly that you're going to see things come to completion. You're going to see fruition. You're going to see the rewards for your hard work and efforts that you've been investing into something this week. So step up and claim it. Claim your success. Coming in your first row, which could be the beginning of the week, you've got transformation. So there's definitely, going to be something new coming in for you this week. This is all about you stepping up and realizing that this is transformation, this is rebirth, this is resurrection of some sort here. It's a time for change and reinvention and a rebirth into a new way of you being or doing something. If you've been plodding along, then, you need to take measures to shift everything. And don't resist any change this week, okay? Go for it. The blue on this card, apparently, it represents a spiritual renewal or initiation, tapping into your higher self. Transformation doesn't mean taking something old and remodeling it or rearranging it a few things. It means becoming something completely different or doing something completely different. So change is often uncomfortable, but it's usually for our better good, our highest good. This is a very lucky card, and drawing this card can mean that a wish may be about to come true. So this is wonderful. You've been holding on for a while. You've been holding on and waiting for something to happen here. When we get the Four of Pentacles, that means that you've got a tight grip on something. Maybe you don't want to let go of something. It's time to release it. It's time to bring into something new here with the transformation card. Whatever you've been hanging on to, you need to let go. The universe is giving you that clear, insightful message that you need to do that. But some of you might be holding on to your finances because sometimes this card represents is an indicative of the extremes in which we save our money or we spend our money. So maybe you're being very careful with your money, which is okay. But remember, all that hard work and effort, you deserve once in a while to give yourself a little luxury. Take yourself out for dinner or buy yourself that new whatever it is you want, or, take a day at the spa or whatever the case is. It's time for you to enjoy some of the money that you are out there working hard for. Now, it could be holding on to energy here. You could be holding on to a relationship you need to let go of that isn't fulfilling. Holding on too tightly isn't good because we're at a standstill. We can't move forward. We can't go, any direction at all when we're sitting there hanging on. But some of you could be being careful about how your money is being invested. You could be moving money around as well, they're telling me, from one account to another, or trying to get the best interest. Or you could be wanting to buy something this week and you're being very careful about, well, do I buy it from here? Do I buy it from there? Which is the best price for what I'm getting? Am I going to get, am I going to get the benefits better? What company should I buy my article from? So you could be, or item from, you could be doing that too as well, they're telling me. Now, coming in your focus position, you've got fork in the road. So you're at a crossroads here. You're not sure which way to go. Okay, you're kind of stuck in the middle. You're sitting on the fence. It's time to make a decision and consider the consequences as you prepare to act on that. Owning up to your obligations and making a necessary choice are important. So this is a card that says, you might have pushed yourself really hard here because you got the Ten of Wands coming in with that. And that's a card that says, this is a card that says don't overburden yourself. Don't push yourself to get burnout, okay? You're at a fork in the road right now, and you're making a decision. Do I do this or do I do that, right? You've completed something here, but you're not going to go back to that situation. You've made that, you've climbed the mountain, you got to the top, now you're on your way down, and you're coming to the realization that this fork in the road is, do I go back to this situation again and push myself really hard, or do I walk away from those burdens and make my life easy? So this could be the decision that you're making as well. But the fork in the road is all about that. And, every choice has a consequence. And maybe you've arrived at a fork in the road. And you're being asked to come and make a decision right now to do something, okay? Who do you need to become and what do you need to believe in order to live that prosperity, that life that you want? And maybe you're in a relationship. You've reached a moment of truth in a relationship. Which will you choose, to open up to the possibility of love or to remain isolated and to go deeper and commit to mutual passion, or to walk away This is a time to take responsibility, Leo, for your truest desires and jump in, go after it, make that choice. Don't be afraid to do that. So don't give yourself some unnecessary anxiety or burnout here by taking on other people's problems this week. Okay, Leo, you might be at a fork in the road where you're constantly being pushed by somebody or asked by somebody to do this and do that and always be there for them. And there comes a time where you make a decision, not to overburden yourself. You've got enough on your plate this week for yourself. Never mind taking on everybody else's burdens. Okay, so release that. Okay, in the center position, which could be your challenge position, you've got Ghostland. Interesting card. This is, you can learn from the past and imagine a beautiful future, but you must live in the here and now. Okay, so don't lose yourself in your imaginary world. Don't lose yourself up in your head. Keep yourself focused in on, straight up this week. Whatever you set your sights, whenever you set your sights too far ahead, you run the risk of losing your footing. For rarely do the present and future match up exactly. So don't go out there after something that isn't feasible. Okay, we can all have big dreams and we want to take leaps of faith and go after things, but you really have to do the prep work in order for that to happen. Okay, so the same goes for nostalgia. You can look back into the past and remember beautiful moments or revisit lessons learned. However, you can't live there. Nor can you go back and change what happened, okay? So yesterday's gone forever. Live fully in the present. The now is the most powerful place to put your attention. So very interesting, because with it comes in the Emperor. And we know the Emperor is extremely organized and detailed. And, he does things by the book, but he's also really extremely focused. So living in the moment, staying focused on what you need to do. Okay, you can be planning your future, but you need to be paying attention to the details. Something's coming in here, and this is your challenge this week. You might have to set your sights on just paying attention to now. Okay, don't push yourself and be thinking, what am I going to do next week? How is that going to turn out? Just focus on doing what you're doing today. Okay, because you don't want to overburden and stress yourself. Okay, so this is about being in the seat of power, taking control of your emotions, being at the helm. Okay, you've got the steering wheel to go where you want to go. So stand your ground, pay attention to the details and know that you have this in check. He's so organized. He's in the seat of power. He's often in the, he's often that figure that we look up to as a father figure, the person who's worldly, wisely, has learned from their experiences. Okay, so live in the moment now. But in fairness to you, some of you may be dealing with an issue that has to do with your father in your life right now. Now, coming in with the message from Spirit and your guides, you've got the card Brilliance. And it says, you discover your own genius by breaking away from the grind to follow your own inspiration. Your own ideas are going to be recognized. So you could be creating something new for yourself. Maybe you're heading out in a new direction. Maybe you're opening a passive income business on the side, anything like that. But you're going to be able to see that you get that aha moment. You get that epiphany where you go, yes, this is what I'm going to do. This is where I'm going to go. This is what I want to be. So stepping up into the helm, you've got the Justice card. The Justice is any legal issue that you're dealing with, an opposing energy, any settlements, any court issues may be waived in your favor. This is a card of justice, karmic justice coming in where you get your say and they listen to it. Okay. So this is about you maybe getting some sort of resources here that is going to allow you to create something new in your life. Okay, maybe you've been wanting to have some money here to do something with, to open your own business or do something like that. You may get that in a form of a settlement for some of you if you're dealing with that. But it's karmic justice too. If you're dealing with opposing energy and people around you, disputes and debates and, those types of opposing energy, you're going to come out ahead of the game no matter what, which is going to give you the freedom to be more creative and do what you want to do. Now, at the end of the week, you've got, when the world feels like it's coming crashing down around you, take that opportunity to find yourself and let go of who you thought you were. Not all storms come to destroy your life. Some come to clear your path. Decide that this crisis will be the turning point for what you have been waiting for. So nothing comes easy, right? We know that. This is saying that, it's always darkest before the storm. right? And the moon comes out and totally illuminates everything. I think that some of you are going to find that it could be a bit of a challenge this week when you have a fork in the road here. You're pushing yourself really hard. You're holding on to something, but in the same, you are going through this transformation. Okay, beautiful new beginning, and it's going to bring you better success. The Four of Swords comes in with that card, and this is you stepping back, calling a truce, taking a time out. Okay, this is not a time to make quick and snap decisions. This is not a time to make quick and snapped choices. This is a time to just step back, cool your jets, take a breath, and think about things. Okay, that's what this is about. You don't want to end up having insomnia because you're worried about situations. So step back from the chaos. Okay, let's see what we have here for additional information for my beautiful Leo spirit. What do they need to see, know, and expect? Let's see what we have here for you. So coming in the beginning of the week with that change and transformation, with the Four of Pentacles holding on, you've got the Ace of Cups. So something's going to come in that's going to make you feel really happy. You're going to love a situation, or this could be someone stepping forward, a new love coming in. Maybe you're holding back. Maybe you don't want to see something new happen, but it's going to be beautiful regardless. Some of you may be meeting somebody new in a relationship, soulmate, or, romantic mate. But it's also the card of just knowing that the universe is saying, it's okay. This change is going to be better for you. You're going to love it. Okay. You're going to be seeing love coming in one way or the other, surrounded in it. So in your focus part of your reading with the fork in the road and the Ten of Wands, you get the Queen of Wands. I love her. She doesn't mess around. She goes out there. She says, you know what? You aren't pulling your weight. You're done. Or she walks away from situations that are unfulfilling. She's not going to put her effort into something if she's not going to get the return back for it. So she cuts things out that aren't necessary. She cleans house. So you could be cleaning house. You could be getting rid of things that no longer serve you. You're coming to a decision here where you're not going to take on the burdens of other people or their problems, and you're going to move forward in a new direction. You might have been stuck here in the fork of the road and wondering, which way do I go? Should I really do this? And in reality, if you do, you're going to move forward in a brand new direction. Albeit sometimes we have to do that alone and be independent and make that a solo trip. Coming in your challenge part of your reading, with the Emperor and the Ghostlands, you've got the Seven of Wands. So, yeah, Seven of Wands, pushing forward, the wounded warrior, not backing down, standing your ground, stepping up into your seat of power and living in the moment, planning this move here. He doesn't roll over. He doesn't give up. He's kind of like the Queen of Wands. He's focused on his goal. He gets his moments because he's fought some hard battles here. Okay, but he's continuing to move forward, and I think you will be too. With the Justice card and what your guides are telling you, and the Brilliance card, you've got the Three of Wands. Yes, coming into your own, focusing on your new future, keeping moving, okay? Going in that forward direction, not stopping and waiting for your ship to come in. You did something. You're going to see you're coming into your own, and you're going to be moving forward in a new direction. So this is beautiful, and this is beautiful. So don't be afraid to do that. This is about you coming into your own and your ship coming in because of the work that you put out there and you're continuing to do. Coming in your outcome card with the Four of Swords, you get the beautiful Ace of Wands. And we know the Ace of Wands is the beginning. You fought a hard battle here. You're coming into your own now because of your due diligence and your hard work and effort. And when we get this Ace of Rods, it's telling us that this is a turning point in your life, and you need to make a bold decision and take action to set your goal into motion. Okay, you can trust your intuition now. Don't be afraid. Take those risks because the rewards are going to be worth it. Well, my beautiful, beautiful Leos, you're going to claim your success this week. It's a hard climb, but you can do it, and there's change and transformation coming in order to make that possible. So on that note, I wish you a great remainder to today and a beautiful, optimistic, healthy, happy, prosperous, and successful week. And always know I stand in this circle of love and light for you, and I'll see you soon, my beautiful Leos.